Hi guys, if you're here. Alright, so in today's video we're going to be talking about DDEX. That's DDEX. So if you find this video useful, please like my video, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, so DDEX is a decentralized exchange for Ethereum based tokens. So first off, a decentralized exchange is an exchange that runs without a central governing body. So it's fair to call Bitrex, for instance, a centralized exchange because it's governed by a central body, right? So an example of other decentralized exchanges would be IDEX and Ether Delta. All right, so what is making DDEX different from the other exchanges, or different from the other decentralized exchanges? All right, so first off, DDEX stands for Decentralized Digital Exchange, right? Literally, DDEX empowers you. If you're reading on here, it helps you to make transactions from wallet to wallet. What that means is that you can literally send, or you can actually sell or buy tokens, Ethereum based tokens of course, from one person's wallet to the other. That's what makes DDEX different from other decentralized exchanges. Another thing that makes DDEX different from other decentralized exchanges is that you don't have to open an account or share your name or your address or personal information. You literally only have to have either a hardware wallet or a MetaMask wallet, and that's it. So let me give you some more details about DDEX. So if you wanted to go to the DDEX website, you will go on there from www.DDEX.io. They were founded in November 2017. They have offices in Beijing and Seattle. And what makes another important thing that makes DDEX powerful is actually the Hydro protocol, right? So we're going to go into that much later. So of course, like I said, you can only trade ELC tokens on it, and it supports MetaMask and your Ledger Nano wallets. So that's basically one of the reasons why you don't have to sign in or do any form of registration, because the only registration that is needed is the detection of your MetaMask wallet or your Ledger Nano. So we'll get into that. And then for matching, right, if there are going to be any transactions on DDEX, the matching is done by this Hydro protocol, which we're going to get into much later, and settlement is done by the 0x protocol, which is actually an Ethereum based platform that empowers decentralized exchanges. So we don't have to go into this anyway. And another strong point, or another strong thing about the DDEX exchange, is that your depositing and withdrawal costs you absolutely nothing. The only fees that you have to pay is when you have transactions, when you're buying or when you're selling, and that's about 0.1. As of March 28th, 2018, there are about 69 tokens listed on DDEX. Alright, so let's go a little bit more into DDEX. So like I said earlier on, the DDEX is an application from the Hydro protocol. So this is actually the main, this is on the network layer. So this is the protocol that powers the DDEX. So DDEX is actually built on the Hydro protocol. So we're going to go into what the Hydro protocol is. But it's important to note that one of the reasons why DDEX stands out from amongst the other decentralized exchanges is because of this Hydro protocol. So I'll tell you some of the advantages of DDEX. One of the advantages of DDEX is that because it runs a hybrid model, so it runs a Hydro protocol as well as a 0x protocol. So this 0x protocol empowers decentralized exchanges, and then your Hydro protocol is what enables you to trade from wallet to wallet. It's what does the matching orders. So because of this hybrid platform, or because of this hybrid model, you are able to have smooth and safe transactions, right? So let's actually go onto the website, the Hydro Protocol website. All right, so if you wanted to know more about the Hydro Protocol, you would go to thehydrofoundation.com. Now, the Hydro Protocol is the technology behind DDEX. This is what literally powers DDEX, the DDEX platform. Is a technology that can actually be used on other decentralized exchanges to make them better. All right, so basically the Hydro Protocol is a network layer protocol for high performance. So you can see that from the speed on the DDEX. When we go to the point where we are making trades, you actually see that the performances or the performance of the DDEX platform is far faster than what you have on exchanges like IDEX or Ether Delta. So it helps for speed, right? And then it is what defines the rules for executing decentralized orders, right? And it's also the mechanism for order matching. So it is this protocol that helps in executing decentralized orders. So basically it's a protocol that works without the help of anybody and that literally can run forever, right? That is why it's called decentralized. It's not run by a person, but it is run by this protocol. Now, if you want to know more about the Hydro Protocol, the ticker is actually, because it's a technology, it actually has a coin, right? And the coin is currently on, this is the coin. You can find it on CoinMarketCap, and it's currently selling at, this is about 2 cents. It's very cheap right now. And if you wanted to buy the coin, you could get it at OKX, and you can get it in BTC, or you can buy it with your Bitcoin or USD Theta and Ethereum. You can also buy it on the big one, right? Or big one, and also you can buy it on the DDEX Exchange, right? And so if you want to know more about it, you can also go to, we could go back to the website, and so you can also read the white paper. So you can download the white paper for the technology of the Hydro Protocol if you want to know a whole lot more about it. And these are the team members. So you have Tian Li from Microsoft, and then you have Kevin West from the University of Washington, and he has worked in Google and Facebook. And there's David Quinn, who is a teenage hacker, and there are a whole lot of young people here, right? And so you have a lot of young minds and creative minds. And also you have advisors. These are the advisors: Gary Tan, Alexis, who is the co-founder of Reddit, is also a part of the Hydro Protocol. So he's one of the advisors for the Hydro Protocol. All right, so you also have Yusen Dia and Yang Tian. All right, so if you want to know a whole lot more about this token, right, please read up the white paper. And if you wanted to buy this token, you can always go to any of these marketplaces to buy the tokens. It's currently, if you look at the chart, it's currently at a point where it should be accumulated. So this is actually a best time to buy this token, knowing that it had reached an all-time high of about 25 cents. So it's really, really low at this time. All right, and the ticker is actually HOT. The current circulating supply for this coin is about 234 million, and that's a very sweet spot for a coin. So let's get on to more about DDEX. It has formed partnerships with, this is Bounty 0x, as well as ArcBlock and Monaco and Content Neutrality Network, as well as Decentraland Ledger Nano, Maker, OKX, and Big One. So Big One is actually an exchange. So these are the partnerships that have been formed. Along with the partnerships, you have Alexis, who is the co-founder of Reddit. He has invested 2.1 million into the DDEX platform because he literally believes in this startup program. So as soon as you get to the DDEX platform, all that is required of you to trade is just to click on trade. Alright, so if you're using DDEX for the very first time, you would have this pop-up. So the ledger support was recently added to the DDEX platform. So if you come on here, you would see that it's trying to detect accounts. So it tries to detect either your MetaMask wallet or it tries to detect your Ledger hardware wallet. Alright, so if you haven't had any of those installed, in this example or in this tutorial, I'm actually going to install the MetaMask. So if you're going to use the MetaMask, you have to come on to menu, add-ons. I'm actually using Firefox. I would search for MetaMask and then I'll click on MetaMask and then I'll click on add to Firefox. So you can see it's downloading and verifying the add-on. So it requires my permission to access your data for all websites, to input data to the clipboard and store unlimited amounts of client-side data. So I'm going to click on add. So as soon as you click on add, you would see your MetaMask add-on right on here. So it also takes you to the website. So if you wanted to know more about the MetaMask, you would just go to metamask.io and how it works. So if you want to know how it works, you can come on here, but I'll show you how it works. So you click on MetaMask, and so because you're using it for the first time, you have to accept the agreement. So you click on accept, and then you have to accept this as well. You have to scroll all the way down before it allows you to accept. Then you have to choose your password, right? So I'm just going to type a password that I can remember, and then I'll click on create. So now there are 12 words. These 12 words are the only way to restore your MetaMask account. So if anything happens to your laptop or something happens to, for whatever reasons you cannot access the MetaMask anymore, you have to make sure that you use this. This is the only way that you can access your MetaMask again. So you have to copy this out or write this down somewhere. So as soon as you have copied and kept it in safe place, you will now click on I've copied it somewhere safe. And so it shows you your MetaMask account. So if you went back to DDEX, it will now be able to detect your MetaMask account. So I'm just going to refresh this. And soon after refreshing, it's able to detect my MetaMask wallet. So this has been installed, and therefore I can now use the DDEX platform. Alright, so don't forget that you can use your DDEX with MetaMask and as well as your Ledger. So if you had your Ledger connected to your laptop or connected, it would automatically detect that device. But for right now, I actually just have this device connected, and so that's why it automatically detects my MetaMask. Alright, so let me just tell you what the areas in this interface is, what they are all about. Alright, so over here you would have the currency pairs that can be traded on DDEX. So earlier on I told you there are about 68 of them as of the 28th of March. Alright, so you can see all the pairs right on here. Right, so you can, anyone, if you wanted to trade DIA, you would trade DIA. If it was EOS, you click on EOS. If it was CNN, you click on CNN. If it was the that's the Hydro protocol. You click on the Hydro protocol. So any of the tokens, Ethereum based tokens, any of the ERC20 tokens that you wanted to buy, you'll be able to access them here. Alright, for the sake of this example, I'm going to be buying credits. So I'm going to click on credits, and so it would load the chart. The chart is from TradingView, and I literally like to use TradingView, so this is a very good chart to use. Down here shows your orders. That's the orders that you have placed, right? You can actually search for any of the ERC tokens, ERC20 tokens on here. So if you wanted to look for EOS, you can find it here. Any of the coins, you can search for it on here. Alright, so over here you have the order book, right? Up here shows you the sell orders, and so these are prices that you can buy at. And over here shows you the buy orders, and so these are prices that you can sell at, and these are the quantities. So this is where you have the amounts, and this is where you have the prices, and then this is the spread between the sell orders and then the buy orders. Alright, and then over here you have the trade history. It shows you your current trades or trades that are going on as of right now, and their prices and the quantities that are being traded. If you had your own trades, if there were any trades that you had in the past, you would click on my trades and you would find the history of your trade over here. Alright, so these are coins in the market and how much percentage gain or losses that you have. So in this area you have the trade area, right? So you have the buy. If you wanted to buy, you'd probably take on one of these prices, right? So because these are the orders, these are the areas where, or this is the area where people are selling. These are the sell prices, so you can buy at these prices, right? And then this is the sell area, right? So if you wanted to sell, these are probably the prices you can decide to sell at, because this is the price people are buying at. So I hope that wasn't confusing. And then if you come all the way down here, you would find that you can wrap your ETH and you can unwrap your ETH, or well, your Ethereum. This is short for Ethereum. Alright, so the first thing to do if you're using DDEX for the first time, once you come onto the exchange, the first thing to do is to wrap your ETH. Now, the reason why you are wrapping your ETH is because, or rather, that's short for Ethereum. The reason why you're wrapping it is because Ethereum is not ERC20 compliant. That is surprising, but actually Ethereum is not ERC20 compliant. So to be able to move tokens from one wallet to the other, it's important that you wrap your Ethereum, and this only makes it compliant. Alright, so you can see that I have wrapped this amount of Ethereum. So if you click on unwrap, the same way you wrap your Ethereum is the same way you can unwrap it. So unwrapping it just means that you have removed the compatibility with ERC20, right? So it has moved from being Ethereum. When you wrap it, it moves from being Ethereum to be an ERC20 token, right? So you can now exchange it from one token to the other. But when you unwrap it, you just remove that ERC20 token compatibility, and then you just make it Ethereum. So if I wanted to unwrap my Ethereum, I'll just click on unwrap, and then I'll put the amount that I want to unwrap. For instance, 7. So I'll click on unwrap. Alright, so I'll click on unwrap. And so it would prompt me, like it prompted me to wrap it. So I'll click on submit. And so the unwrap request has been submitted. So that's how to unwrap your wrapped Ethereum. So what that does is to send your Ethereum back to your MetaMask wallet. So if you look on here, So you have successfully unwrapped 0.07 back to ETH, right? So what that does in other forms, or in other words, is that it just takes your Ethereum back into your MetaMask wallet. All right, so let's buy credit. So I'll come on here and click on, or search for credits, which is CS. The ticker is CS, and then I'll click on it, right? And then I'll put the amount that I want to buy. So let's assume I want to buy 50, right? So I'm going to buy 50 at this price. So I'll just click on buy credits. So it would buy the credits with the wrapped Ethereum. So that's how that works. So I'll just click on sign. So it would sign it. So just click on sign. And it has successfully created the order, right? So this is my contract address, and then this is my symbol credits, and this is the decimal. So the reason why you would want to use this contract address is because if you go to your MetaMask, so we'll just copy this first of all. If you go to your MetaMask, you might not readily find all your tokens here. You might not readily find all your tokens loaded. So to add your token, you click on add token, and then you put the contract address, and then it automatically populates this, and you can click on add. So that would automatically add your tokens for you if it already isn't added. Alright, so I have my orders here. So this is my order. I have clicked or I have requested a buy order of 50 credits at this amount, and this was placed at this date. Alright, so if I wanted to cancel this order, all I needed to do, or all I need to do, is to click on the X, and it's automatically cancelled. Alright, so I don't know how long this is going to take for this order to be placed, right? But if I was going to immediately buy, like right now, I would click on this order. But I feel that this is pretty much on the high side, so I'm not going to buy at this price. So that's how to buy, right? And if you wanted to sell, you would click on this, and you would click on the ones that you wanted to sell. You would click on whatever token you want to sell, and then you would do the same thing. You place the amount you want to sell at, and the price you want to sell at, and the amount you want to sell, and then you click on sell. And so that's how to sell on DDEX. So it's a very easy platform compared to its other counterparts like EtherDelta and IDEX. I feel that this is a one-click or one-stop solution, and I really prefer to use this. It might have a little bit of technicality, especially when you think of wrapping Ethereum or unwrapping Ethereum, but it's not really complicated. It's just to tokenize Ethereum. So I hope this was helpful. Just know that this is an upcoming digital exchange. It's a decentralized exchange, and it's very user friendly. I have shown you how user friendly it is. It is very secure because you don't have to put in your email or your name. It's so secure because of that, and it's also very liquid. You literally can buy a token from somebody's wallet, right? So it's pretty liquid, and there's, like I said, there was no need for sign-ups. You can literally use the platform anonymously just using your MetaMask, or if you have your hardware wallet like Ledger, you can use the Ledger Nano or the Ledger wallet, anyone that you have. Alright, so I hope this video was helpful. If it was helpful, please drop me a like. If you have questions, you can drop me your questions. There will be links below this video for descriptions if you want to join their Telegram group or their Facebook group, or you want to follow them on Twitter. All of that will be under the description. Also below this video is the timestamps for areas that might be of interest to you. So I hope this video was useful. Please let me know. Drop me a like if it was useful to you, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, so until I see you in my next video, this is Ethiop signing out. Bye.